Hello everyone, welcome to Lighthouse Stamping with Lorraine. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Vancouver, Washington. Thanks for joining me today. Before we get started, the housekeeping notes. All the product I'm using and all the dimensions will be listed below. There's a link to my online store if you'd like to purchase any of these products. There's my email address, a link to our Facebook group. We'd love to have you join that. And finally, please remember to like, share, and subscribe on YouTube to help me grow in YouTube world. As I said on Monday, we're going to play with another standalone stamp set that is in the new mini catalog that's coming out, and it's called Festive and Fun. And I think it's very cute and adorable. So let me show you what we're going to make. We're going to actually make a shaped card. And we've got a little envelope here, and this is the giraffe. And this is a nice little shaped easel card. So it stands up like that. And then you can see it's the easel card. And then on the back side, there's a nice little place to write. And our little guys down there at the bottom. Not building a dam, just handing us a candy cane. So anyhow, this is what we're going to make today. Set that off to the side. We're using only one stamp set today. We're going to use the verses from it and some of the stamps. So let me go over the parts here of the card. You need a piece of, this is Lemon Lolly. It is 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. You need, these are approximate because we're going to be die cutting. This is approximately 3 1/2 by 2. This is 3 by 5 1/2, or 3 by 5, and I've got a couple of them just in case I goof up. Got some scrap white, and then you need another piece of Lemon Lolly, and it is 5 1/4 by 3 1/4, and then we die cut that. And I've die cut one in our DSP, one in white, and one in the Lemon Lolly. This is the Bright, what's it called? Bright and Beautiful? Yeah, Bright and Beautiful DSP that we're using. So I already pre-die cut these out to help speed things along. So before we get started, and then we of course have an envelope. So let's do a little bit of stamping first, and then we'll work on making that, because I want this to sit for a few minutes. So we're going to stamp our giraffe. Oh, you won't believe this. I got everything. Oh, I did get everything except for the black ink. The only color ink we're using today is black. So I want to make sure I got this good and covered. Since we're going to color this with blends, I wanted to make sure that it had a chance to sit and dry. And I'm going to put him right in the middle of this because we are going to die cut him. Very nice. The little birdie, he's going to go, I got blue all over me. He's going to go down here in the corner, like that. And the back of our card is that piece of white that I already die cut. We'll go over which die that was in just a moment. And our saying, which is Happy Christmas Wishes. And I want to pull this towards me because I want him right up here in the top. Just like that. And then our little beaver, he's going to go down here in the bottom. That's that stamping. And then the last thing we need to stamp, and didn't I bring it out? Oh, I grabbed everything except one of the verses. I wanted to grab this one, a little something for you with lots of love from me. And I did not grab him. So let's grab that and block. No, I forgot something. And I'm going to stamp him on this little piece of Lemon Lolly right in the middle. Now you could die cut him first if you wanted, but I decided I wouldn't. So we're gonna let all those sit and dry for a minute, and then we'll come and color those in a few seconds. I'm just gonna push all these away because I didn't clean them. We'll let all that sit and dry because we need to do some cutting. This is our 11 by 4 1/4 piece, and I am going to burnish this now. Make sure I've got a good fold. So we need to get our Stampin' Cut Emboss machine out, and I was wondering about a name for him. He does have a name now. He's got cat hair all over him. What's new around here? He's officially known as Otto. So this is Otto. And we're going to put that in here. And we're going to need this. And we're going to need our dies, which I have somewhere on my desk. Okay, we are going to be using the Countryside Corner dies. I love these dies. And I'm going to pull out everything we need, but I left them in the thing so you could see them. We're going to use the largest die. So this is number 1. We're going to use number 3, so we're skipping 1. And then we're going to use number 5. So we're using 1, 3, and 5 out of here. I'm going to go ahead and grab those all out now. So this is the one I cut the 3 pieces out earlier with. This is to cut the giraffe. And this one's to cut our stopper for our card. So what you're going to do, and I've done this before with this, actually with this die before, is what you want to do is you want to line this up, your cutting edge. I'm going to get this up here really close. This is your cutting edge right here. You can see it. You want to line this up so your cutting edge is just on the other side of the fold. That allows your card to stay intact. And you can see where it is when you put it on, when you put it over here, because you see where you go above and you can line it right up. I'm going to put that on there. And I am going to use a little tape here to grab me a couple little pieces of tape. And I'm going to de-stickify them a little bit by putting them on me. And what I want to do is hold this here as straight as possible. And I'm going to put it right on the edge of this. I just want this to stay in place and not slide on me while we're cutting it. Because, there's the plate. We just don't want it sliding on us. We don't have to cut it again. And we'll pull this back. And here is our card base that is still attached. So this tape is supposed to be low tack tape, but it's still a little tackier than I'd like, but we'll make do. So that's the largest one. The giraffe and the rest we will cut out. We'll pull them back in a little while because I want to color before I cut them out. So just set that off to the side. So now we've got this piece. The first thing you need to do is you need to take this piece, decide this is your back or front, whichever you want. This is my back, because you can tell it's got a roll to it. So take your back and set it down. You're going to take your front, and what you want to line up is you want to line up right at where the corners are. Just like that, and push down. Scoring, you could do it, but this is the easier way. And then take your bone folder and give it a good burnish, because that will give us the part of our easel. So that's what we've got so far. So now it's time to color. All right, I have a little piece of scrap here to stick in here for my little bird. And I have a lot of ink. I am using a lot of colors on this. So, anyhow. And I'm going to try to color him as close to the other as I had. I want to use, I think we'll use the dark lolly on the bird. And I move a few things back. There we go. His beak and his body are all going to be lemon lolly. This is dark lemon lolly, but you could use any color you wanted. And I want Poppy Parade and Poppy Parade. This is the light. I'm doing the top part of his hat, leaving the very tippy top white, of course. And then this is dark Poppy Parade. Just like that. He's bled a little bit, but it's okay. It's an envelope. Make sure you put your piece of paper in so you don't get bleeding to the backside. Okay, so let's do this little guy here. So what colors did I use on him last time? I have to look, I don't remember. We used Crumb Cake. Need the light and dark Crumb Cake. And we'll use the dark Poppy Parade on him. So for his body, we're going to use Crumb Cake. I'm not getting fancy, I am just coloring. You could get fancy and do a lot of fancy coloring if you wanted. I'm just keeping it simple. Don't get his teeth. And a little on his feet. Oh, I guess I could move up a little bit. Sorry about that. I tend to pull the work towards me when I'm coloring. And this is the light Crumb Cake. And I think I'm going to use the light Poppy Parade. And I'm just going to go in here every other stripe like this. And that's our candy cane. So that's the coloring on that. Next is our lovely giraffe. And I want the dark Daffodil. I debated on colors for him, and this is what I ended up with. I just thought this set is so cute. And coloring on it is very easy. I mean, they're not supposed to be real animals, so they can be, you can make them any color you wanted, but I wanted a yellow one, you know. They should look like yellow cabs. Anybody ever see the movie Hatari with John Wayne and Red Buttons? It talks about the yellow cab. He won't get out with the animals, but someone asked him why. He says, giraffes are like cabs. They're yellow, almost all yellow. I don't know why I mentioned that, but it's a cute movie. You've never seen it. An older movie. Of course, considering most of them are all passed away. But, so we have the yellow. Just gently going around all the circles. Okay, now I decided that I wanted the dark lemon lolly for the star here, because I want a different yellow than. And then I need brown. And want light pecan pie. You could use black if you wanted, but yeah, mine has brown spots. They sometimes have black, sometimes have brown. Some aren't even all yellow. They're like a dirty brown, which is yellow tinges. But since this one is a make-believe, do his little feet too. And I think that's all of his spots. And then I think we're going to grab, this is cherry cobbler. We're going to grab light cherry cobbler and do his hat. Just that piece there. And then the dark for the band. Like I said, I'm not getting very complicated in my coloring. I'm not even looking at what I made. So let's see here. What color did I use for the, did I use light or dark? I don't remember. I'm not sure if I want to use light or dark. Let's see. That's light. Oh. I used light last time. I'm going to use dark this time. That's the fun of this coloring. They don't have to always be the same. Yeah, I know I'm being quiet. I'm always quiet when I'm coloring. If I'm quiet, I get done faster because I'm concentrating. Okay. Let's grab the dark pecan pie. Make a trunk for our very long tree. And this is dark gray granite. I'm going to do the bucket holding the tree. And the box, I think we'll make it like crumb cake. Just like that. So let's do the little holly here. We'll use the light shaded spruce for the holly. And I think I will come back in with the light cherry for the berries. And what other colors did I bring out here? Let's use the Poppy Parade light for the bow around the tree. That's bleeding a little bit, but I won't tell the police, will you? Okay, now we have just ornaments. We're gonna make the ornaments all different colors. So let's start off with Azure Afternoon. We'll do one here. We'll do the one he's gonna put up as Azure. And this little one here is Azure. That's the light. And we'll come in with the dark. And just put a little dark stripe on there and none on the bottom one. So, and then I've got Berry Burst here. Got the light again. And we'll put one here. We'll do this one down here as Berry Burst. And this one here is Berry Burst. And I'll take a little bit of dark. Run it right through the center of that one and that one there. Okay, let's see here. We better do one. Oh, let's do yellow. Let's grab Lemon Lolly again. This is, oh, it's Daffodil. I didn't grab my light Lemon Lolly out. Okay, we'll just do light Lemon Lolly then. Or dark Lemon Lolly. I didn't grab both. That's okay. He just needs one. We'll do this one down here. A Lemon Lolly. And then the last one I think we'll do in purple, which I think I grabbed Highland Heather. Like I said, I just started grabbing colors that, it's a cheerful tree. You can be any color you want. You can make your ornaments all one color. You can make multiple colors. Whatever you want. It's your tree. There we go. And all the colors I used that were in this box, I will make sure they're listed in the description below. Okay, so we need to cut him out. We still need to cut him out. And then we can assemble the card. So let's grab Otto back again. Oop. We left somebody over there. So the number 3 one is the one we're cutting Mr. Giraffe out with. He just fits in here, just perfect. And I want him to stay fairly straight, so we're just going off to the corners here. Oh, and I could move this back out. Sorry. So there's our little giraffe. Like I said, this is still sticky tape. That's why I'm very cautious about where I place it. And then we need to cut this out. And this is going to be our stopper. And this is number 5, counting from the outside. I'll line that up in center as best I can. Like that. We are all done with him. And I'll pick that up in a little bit. Okay, so let's build this card. Grab him. We have this one, this, and this. And him. So first we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put the back on this. He's going to fit exactly over the white, and he will be a little higher here because remember we didn't cut all the way because we were leaving our border. And yes, I got some ink on there, but it won't make any difference because we're covering it up. This here. So I line up from the bottom, don't worry about the top, and make sure all your corners are even. So you're covering it up really good, like that. had some ink on my fingers. Okay. Hang on for just 1 second. I had something on my hand and I set it on there. This is a mono eraser. And if you catch it soon enough, there, that got most of it. A little bit left, but not bad. I can live with that. I just threw something on the floor. I do not know what it is. We'll find out if I'm missing something in a minute. Okay, first what we need to do is put this on here. And this is going to get mounted only on this piece here. So you're going to put adhesive here. Make sure you got the bottom. And what you're going to line up is the bottom, just like you did the back. You're lining up the bottom of this. Make sure your corners are all going the right way. Give it a good press. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put this right on the top of that. A lot of layers on this to get the effect you want. Now you didn't have to put this DSP if you didn't want. You could just leave it the background the way it is. But I liked it. It reminded me of some cute wallpaper. And line that one up. So far, getting there. Next, we're going to put our giraffe. He's going right in the center, and he is going to go on dimensionals. And while we've got the dimension out, this is going to be our stopper. So we're going to put some dimensionals on that, and I'm putting quite a few because it is what's holding the card up and in place. So I don't want it sliding on me. So I'll get these backs off. I'm going to line this up as best I can in the middle. Actually, I'm going to turn this and I'm going to lay it in my grid. And then we'll look here and look there. I'm going to flip it around before I commit to anything. And then commit. This one, you can put this anywhere you want in here, because this is going to be your stopper, but I want mine to come down right about like that. So I'm just inside that frame there. I like making shaped cards. I'm going to try a different shape here in the next week or so. But they're fun to make. Oop. Oh, that will work right there. And so there is our little easel card all standing up. But he needs some bling. He's boring. And he needs something for his hat. That's supposed to be Snowball. I would put puff paint there. I do have puff paint, but we don't have puff paint in the, oh, I know what I lost. I lost the cap off of my glue. We don't have puff paint currently. I may still use it before the end of the year, but end of the season, but we're just going to use some basic classic dots, white dot, and put right there for his little hat. And then I grab the iridescent rhinestones because they show off all the colors wherever you're at. I'll put one there. I'll put a medium one right about there. And I'll put a small one right about there. And so this is our little giraffe card. Stands up, it can be displayed on the thing. If you wanted to stand up higher, you could move your easel back. So it's up to you, but I like mine at an angle. And there's the little card envelope for the birdie there. So thank you for joining me today, and I will see you on Friday. Have a nice day. Goodbye.